Earlier in the show, we kicked off our road trip series. Beth Binger of Mechanicsburg is pretty much a self-taught road tripping expert.
She first joined us with her book, There's Wonder Around the Bend, an awe-inspiring guide to solo road tripping, but we feel that her advice is really for anyone seeking adventure on the road, so we asked Beth to come on back to share a few tips, and she is here now. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Real quick, recap your story in case some people missed your first time on the program. Life gave you lemonade, you squeezed out a new passion for road tripping.
I did, yeah, and I think it was rooted in some childhood passion that was kind of went to the wayside once you grow up and be an adult and have family and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I was back on my own again, unexpectedly, I just turned to, I wanted to do something that was meaningful, that would kind of change my scenery, and I just decided to take a road trip, and the unexpected benefits were just really like piling up every day, and I was hooked within a couple days, for sure.
And you actually say that solo female road tripping is going up.
It is. It is the fastest growing segment of the travel industry right now. Not necessarily road tripping, but solo female travel.
Wow.
But road tripping is also just, and I think the pandemic brought a lot of that on, where people were just, it was something they could do.
Yeah.
And we weren't allowed to do anything, so.
Well, let's talk about the book. Summarize it if you can. As you say, it's geared toward solo female road trippers, but I think a lot of people will find it useful and inspiring in general, right?
Yeah, I think so. I found that more and more as it's been out for a year now, and so I'm finding that the first half of the book is really, and the framework of the book is really designed around the idea of wonder. My mission is to equip and inspire people to experience wonder through purposeful and confident travel. So it's not just a checklist mentality that I'm going after, and so really a lot of the book is about how do you do that for yourself? How do you become inspired? How do you find places that will be meaningful to you? And then I do all the equipping stuff as well, because then there's still that, aren't you scared? Or how do I pack?
How do I do this?
Do I need a budget? Where am I gonna stay? So all of that is relevant as well, but I feel like you gotta do the foundational piece first, and that's really, I think, what maybe makes me a little different, is really at the heart of everything that I do.
So because of that, I wanted to break it down just a little more, and we thought, hey, let's focus on this for Road Trip Week. And you mentioned this inspiring, be inspired.
Right.
And so you say a really important part is inspiring travel. What do you mean?
Yeah, so I think it's about discovering what's meaningful to you, because your perfect road trip and my perfect road trip probably won't look the same, especially Brett's perfect road trip and mine probably don't look the same.
Right.
So I teach a lot in the book this idea of seeking out your passions, your tears, and your treasure. So what are the things that are meaningful to you? What are the things that make you cry happy tears when you see them? What are the things that you just have, what are your hobbies? What are things that really hold deep meaning for you? And then I work through the year, through the year I'm paying attention to those things. Stories I hear, books I read, shows I watch, articles I read, and just sort of tucking all those things away. And then that's how I build my road trip. That's how I encourage other people to build their road trip, is around things that are meaningful. So just a quick example, when I think about treasure, something I treasure community, for example. So I grew up in a small town. That whole connection of community is super important to me. And so I find that I seek that out when I travel as well. I love a good small town. I love finding some quirky little cute place that has maybe great hiking, great restaurants, a great coffee shop, a great bookstore, that kind of thing. So that's meaningful to me, but you all might not want to do that kind of thing. So that's part of the solo thing that's so cool, but it's also the meaningful part in it as well.
Absolutely. Let's talk about where people can get your book.
Sure. So of course it's on Amazon. It's also on my website. So I have a YouTube channel. Everything is Wonderbing, wonderbingtravel.com. And so it's available in all those places. And yeah, I just really want to help women especially get out there and try something new.
Yeah, and create that treasure map.
Yes, and create the treasure map. Yes, exactly.
And you're going to go out on a trip next week. So you walk the walk, right?
Yes, I'm walking the walk. I'm driving the drive starting next week, and I'll be gone for a month.
Very good. Well, have a fantastic time.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you with us.
And listen, come back and tell us about it.
Yes.
That's what we love to hear. So we encourage everybody to pick up your book and hear all those stories. Thank you so much.